There's a massive problem going on in the world right now, and it's been going on for quite some time, and that is that 85% of the population are struggling with self-confidence. That means many of them are going through their everyday routine feeling like they're not good enough. That is a personal issue that I have experienced myself. I was able to get over that by caring about my appearance, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. If you're feeling this way, some of the questions that you may ask yourself is, why do I look this way? Why is a certain feature of my face is this way? Sometimes you feel like you're not even adequate when you go out in public, hanging out around friends. You don't feel like you're attractive enough, and that really take a big toll on your confidence. But the good news is that I was able to get over that, and so can you. So in this video, I'm going to share some of the steps that I did to be able to get, to build myself up and get myself to a point where I'm more confident and, I'm able to get through life a little more happily. In order to take that step forward, we gotta address some of the reason why you are feeling that way, and some of that reason is through childhood trauma. Something has happened to you when you were young. It left a really negative impact on you, and that carry on through your childhood into adulthood. Another reason is bully. This is unfortunately very common. A lot of stories that I heard is that verbal abuse has a very long-lasting impact that unfortunately take a really big hit on their self-esteem. Another reason that seems to be coming a little bit more to the surface now is your sexual orientation. Unfortunately, in today's society, people still care about other people's sexual orientation, which I don't understand why. My philosophy has always been, if you don't bother me, I don't bother you. If you want to live your life however you want, more power to you. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't share that kind of view, and they start to do things to their victims that eventually, take a big hit on the victim's confidence. One of the other reasons, parenting styles. Unfortunately, some of the things that the parents did to the kids has also affected their confidence. And I remember when I was young, I used to get scars on my feet because I would go out there, play, and get hurt. And a lot of times I had scars and my mom didn't like the scars. She wanted me to cover up. She didn't do it intentionally to bring my confidence down. She just wanted to cover my scars so it doesn't show. Unfortunately, that took a big hit on my confidence. I know for the longest time when I was growing up, I didn't like to wear shorts just because a lot of part of my legs are showing, and I didn't like the way it feels. So, for the longest time I didn't wear a short, but fortunately I was able to get over that, and now I'm going to share some of the steps that helped me get over that hump. Whatever the reason is to cause you to have no self-confidence at all, you should be more optimistic about that, because there's many ways out there that you can gain confidence. As long as you implement those steps, you're gonna be on the right tracks. I heard this from a podcast that I really resonate with, and I think it was from a founder from the channel called Charisma on Demand, and he says that, if you want to be ahead of the majority of the people, if you want in order to gain confidence, all you need to do is take that first step. Once you take that first step, you are ahead of a lot of people. Once you're on that journey, it's just gonna keep compounding, and eventually you're gonna get to the point where you're so confident nothing will make you feel like you're not good enough. And I want to share a little bit about my stories. I was born in Cambodia, and I moved to the United States when I was 13. My dad passed away when I was very young, so I didn't have a lot of role model that helped guide me through my childhood. I didn't have a role model that teach me how to be a man, how to dress a certain way, how to deal with certain problems. So I was pretty much on my own figuring that out while my mom is out there working and try to make a living for us. I was at a very, very low moment because I remember going to school and a lot of kids would tease me about not having a dad. So it takes a big hit on my confidence. So, but when I moved here, I'm in a new country. I didn't know anyone. I barely speak English. I don't have a lot of friends. So as you can imagine, self-confidence, non-existent. But eventually I grew tired of feeling this way, so I started taking the step on learning how to be confident. One of the major drivers that get me to this point was that I start to focus on myself, specifically on how I dress, and that kind of led me down to a 16 years journey on learning self-confidence. No one has ever accomplished self-confidence. You're just gonna keep gaining that experience and learning that knowledge. That's just a little stories about myself. But if you're still a little skeptical on whether caring about your appearance can lead to more self-confidence, well, here's a study from the University of Hertfordshire. They did a survey on a lot of people, and what has shown is that when people dress better, they begins to feel better. They begins to view themselves more positively, and it improved their mood. You know, when people care about their appearance, they are more confident and their mood has been boosted as well. Another reason is just look at celebrities in Hollywood. A lot of them has a lot of money, but they still care about their appearance. Why? Because it gives them the confidence. They don't want to step out in public looking like crap. People are taking pictures, so you always want to look your best. And when you look your best, you feel your best. And paparazzi tend to get some really good photos of celebrity when they dressed up, and they seems to smile a lot more because they're feeling good, their confidence is high. Also, just look at Elon and Jeff Bezos. This is what Elon used to look like, and this is also what Jeff Bezos used to look like. If you can imagine here, they in their early days, they were millionaires. They made a lot of money. They don't have a care in the world. From looking like this to looking like this, what's the reason behind why they changed their appearance? That is self-confidence. Even though they make a lot of money, they still have a lot of confidence issues. And what they did to supplement that is they go out there, change their appearance. They start to care more about their looks. Elon Musk start to grow hair, start to dress nicer. Jeff Bezos, man, the dude used to look a little bit like a stick. Now he came out looking like he freaking hit the gym 24/7 for the past 6 months. No matter whether you're celebrities or you're regular persons, the best way to gain more self-confidence is through caring about your appearance and how you look. Here's what I would suggest you do. First, you need to identify your styles. When I first started, I didn't know what my style was, and what I did is I started going on Instagram and I started going on Pinterest. I started browsing through tons and tons of photo and different outfit combination, different styles, street, urban, dressed up, professional, casual, all kinds of outfit styles. I start taking screenshot of them to start building up that portfolio of styles that I can relate to, and eventually I built up a good enough portfolio to start shop around to see what I like. And the style that I relate more towards is what I call the gentleman styles, and that is a little bit more of a chinos or slack or dress pants with button down shirt. Personally, I think it is the best styles. It's timeless, it's classic. No matter where you go, these kind of styles has always garnered respect, and people always treat you differently when you dress that way. That's a style I recommend, but if you feel like that style does not resonate with you, start building up your portfolio and see what you like. So the next step is start building your wardrobe. When I first started off, I didn't have a lot of money. I would start shopping at places that's a little bit more affordable. Some of the places that I would suggest is Walmart, Amazon, H&M, Ross, Goodwill, Salvation Army, TJ Maxx, Kohl's. And to show you some of the wardrobe that I used to buy is, I got this at Ross. I spent about $10 on this, and I got this at Walmart. You can literally build a nice wardrobe with this. for just about 10 bucks. But if you have some more money to spend, some of the stores that I recommend is H&M. Besides the clearance section or discount section, they also have a lot of collections in their stores. Some of the other stores that I recommend is ASOS, Zara, Express, Built Basic. I mean, they're flooding my Facebook with their ads, and man, some of the stuff that they have is really good, so I recommend checking them out. So there you go. These are some of the steps that I recommend. But if you want to build more self-confidence, you must care about your appearance. You must care about the way you look and start taking care of yourself. Once you start caring about your appearance, I'm telling you right now, your mood is going to change. The way you see the world is going to change, and your mannerism is also going to change. So start caring about your appearance, start building your wardrobe, start improving yourself little by little, and eventually your self-confidence is just going to keep going up and it's going to skyrocket. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up, message me. I'll also leave my Instagram down there. DM me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.